All right, week 5 is here, and we're going to do the optimal lineup using Spreadsheet Sports NFL projection tool. First thing I'm going to do is change my fantasy site to DraftKings. That will set all the salaries in place, and then I'm going to go over to my manual adjustments tab. This is where I can add or exclude players. In this case, I'm guaranteeing that these players show up in my lineup. So I know based on my research that I want Rashad Jennings, Phillip Rivers, Antonio Brown, and Macklin there. I love Jennings against the Atlanta Falcons defense. I think he's going to run wild. Last week he got some limited carries because they got up so big. Williams came in and takes some carries away from him. I think he gets that back this week, and I definitely want him in the lineup. He's at a $5,500 salary, so he's a must-play for me this week. Lots of nice options at quarterback this week, but I really like Phillip Rivers' game right now. He's completing a ton of passes. They're not going to be able to run against the Jets, and so I see a lot of crossing routes, Eddie Royal, Keenan Allen, and maybe Antonio Gates. Antonio Brown is just a beast right now. They're going up against Jaguars, and Jaguars are terrible all around. Their defense is awful, and they're just going to be throwing on them. He gets a ton of targets. And Big Ben, I also think, goes off this week. Macklin, I look for him for a big bounce back against the Rams. They're going to put up a ton of points. Foles is going to bounce back, and Macklin is the second highest targeted wide receiver in the league right now. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to click over onto my DraftKings Optimal Lineup tab, and I'm going to click Run Model, click OK, and we're going to see what it has for me. So right now, we actually don't have Thursday games taken out, and it's Friday now, so I'm going to take out some of these Packers players, and I'm also going to take out Kyrie Robinson. I love his salary, a base salary, but I just don't know what happens in that Saints backfield from week to week. He's supposed to get the majority of the carries, but Cadet's been coming in. Pierre Thomas is always a threat, so I'm going to take him out as well. So I'm just going to add those people back to my manual adjustments over here. Kyrie Robinson, Green Bay Packers, and Eddie Lacy. And I'm going to go back over here and click Run Model, click OK, and see what we have. Okay, I do like Le'Veon Bell. I don't mind pairing him up with Antonio Brown. My only concern here is that they get up big against Jacksonville and Blunt comes in and takes some carries. It's still not terrible to me. Emmanuel Sanders gets a ton of targets, and so I'm happy with that. I think that Demaryius Thomas is going to be tied up with Benjamin, and I think Sanders is going to continue to get all the targets he's getting. Welker is back, and that is an issue, but I'm actually okay with that pick. Antonio Gates is a toss-up. I'd really have to check on Ladarius Green's status. He was active last week, but he didn't play. So I don't know if it's just a toss-up there. Gates has the ability to put up a couple TDs, and I like this matchup. And I do have the Rivers stack, so I may leave him in there. He's a nice salary as well. Kelvin Benjamin, I really like. He's got great potential. I usually don't play rookies in these GPPs, but especially rookie wide receivers, I should say. But nice value at the price, and they're going to have to throw to keep up with Chicago. Their running game's a mess right now with all those injuries, so I would leave him in there as well. Dallas Cowboys is interesting. They are cheap, and the things that win GPPs are turnovers. So defenses, they get turnovers and get you 1 or 2 touchdowns. And Fitzpatrick is prone to interceptions. I'm not sold on the Cowboys. I really like the Chargers this week. I still have $600 left over. I kind of like the Saints against Tampa Bay, so I'm going to take the Cowboys out and add them as a manual adjustment. Go back over here, click Run Model, and see what they give me. All right, I'm getting the Saints. I like it. I like this whole lineup. I'm relying on 2 stacks. Chargers and the Steelers. They both have some pretty nice over-unders, so I'm okay with it. Chargers at home and Steelers on the road really doesn't matter when they're in Jacksonville. So I'm going to roll with this lineup in my GPP for this week, and hopefully win this $1 million. Good luck. You can find us spreadsheet-sports.com.